Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping by. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. It has been a minute since we have done a ink sample swatch from Vanness. So that is what we are going to get into today. I am also going to try to work with some different tools. You guys hear me talk about that all the time, but I don't always do it. So I am going to try in this video. So pack your patience as I move through some of these tools, and also be aware if I just jump back to the regular things that work for me. But I do have these tools that I've purchased and I want to use them, and I have to practice in order to be able to get better at it. So that's my little disclaimer. We have about 6 inks I think we'll do on this video. We'll do 6 swatches today. I have more than 6 inks, but I'm not going to hold you long with all of that. So I think, yes, we'll try 6 different inks today. I'm going to try to use my Kakamori nib. It is on a River City Pen Co. Nib holder. I'm going to use my spoon this end. I may pat out with this end. And I also may want to try today this Wear and Go dip pen. Hopefully you guys know this is the new dip pen by Wear and Go. Um, I think I mentioned it in a video where I hauled it. But I did get my hands on one for the $10 price. I think I shared with you that the lady at the pen show wanted to sell it for 20 because she glued the nib down. So it comes with a small little piece of mesh in case you need to use that for your nib. It is a glass dip pen. It has the logo right there on the body, and you simply unscrew the cap. So this is what it looks like. So I may dip my toe in that today. We'll see. And while I was ordering that, I noticed that it came with a set of nibs. It says modular glass pen nib refiller, if I can get in the frame. So I got that. I think this might have been $10 too. It wasn't anything crazy. And there's 3 different types of nibs inside. And I don't know if they're different sizes. Well, yeah, they look to be different sizes as well. So that'll be interesting too. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And the first ink I'm going to ink up is, I think one that I have 2 that a viewer suggested I try when they were watching my brown ink haul. So I'm going to use those 2 that were suggested. The first one is Robert Oster Honeybee, and then the second one is Tom Studios Espresso. So like I said, when I was doing when I was swatching, good Lord, if I can find my words. Sorry, y'all. When I was swatching for my brown pen is when the suggestion for these 2 came up. So the first one, this is Robert Oster's Honeybee. They definitely have the honey part right. That's pretty. Okay. That is a pretty color. Okay, let's try the glass dip pen first. Okay, not bad. And then am I going to try this nib? That's a lot. Or is that just me not being used to it? Okay. So, Robert Oster Honeybee. Next, again, we have Tom Studio Espresso. And let me concentrate this time on doing a variation. Not a variation, but a specific shape. I think it's the left hand thing, y'all, because if you notice, I'm going across the page this way. But I'm going to figure something out other than a splotch. That's my goal, is to figure out something other than a big splotch on the page. Okay. Right now, the only thing that's feeling actual comfortable or feeling comfortable is the dip pen. And this is espresso. Okay. Okay, now what I can eliminate is the Kakamori nib, because if I'm not going to write with it right now, I can make a line with another tool. And that's just me being transparent with you guys. Okay, let's go to a Iroshizuku. This is Shin Roku. Looks to be a pretty teal green. Oh yeah, that looks real pretty in the jar or in this little container. Let's see. I like that. To pat it out. Okay. I like this color. I think you guys will see this again in June Currently Inks. So I do like this color. Pretty. All right. What are we thinking so far? I have a yellowish color right now in my root beer, but I'm liking this honeybee for the root beer too. I don't know why I'm thinking of a lighter color in that pen, the root beer Twisby, but I think it's just because of its transparency and the brown. But I think I like that. Okay, let's try this one. This is Van Diemen's Neptune's Necklace. Try to remember how I come to or how I came to order this. Because usually when I just order random colors, it's something that took me there. Probably one of you guys I watched on YouTube, but something took me to get to that color. Okay. Just a little bit more. And again, this is Neptune's Necklace, a Van Diemen ink. And of course, I always think I need more. Now I really want to see how that dries, what that looks like. Uh-oh, didn't get enough on there for the line. Okay, and I do like the glass dip pen. It feels good. Still feels odd, but better than when I've tried before with other ones. So let me just say that. It feels more comfortable than when I've tried it before. And as always, I'm going to tell you it could be me because it could be user error. Okay, I'm liking the shade of that. It has a little bit more brown in it than the honeybee. Let me lift it up so hopefully you guys can see that. See, there's a little bit more brown in it than the honeybee, but I like it. Okay, now we're going to go all the way to the other end of the spectrum and we're going to do a Colorverse ink from the USA series Alabama, and this is called Rocket City. It's in the red family. So let's see. I remember this from watching somebody. So I know that's how I came to order this one. Okay. Didn't mean to get quiet on you guys. She's not deep, deep red, which is also still pretty. You guys know I love my reds and my burgundies. And I think I like that this is a lighter toned red, if there is such a thing. That's pretty. I'm voting that this is probably another one you'll see in my June currently inks because I'm going to go a little brighter. I don't think I went as bright for May, so I'm going to intentionally go a little brighter for June. And this is Rocket City. I like her. All right, and we're going to go one more. Let's do, they're over here on the side, so I'm looking at them going, let's do Koki Iro. And that's a Kono Oto ink in the green family. And there it is. Hopefully you can see it, the name. Okay, and this is the last one we'll try for today. Looks olivey green. Oh, I got some splashes on the page, but Nothing new. Okay, olivey green with a good bit of yellow in it. Pretty. Wonder how it looks in the pen though. Would it is it too light? We'll squeeze a little line down here at the bottom. There we go. Look at me go, y'all. I did a line the whole time, all the way down. Okay. We're going to call that growth. That's what we're going to call that. Okay, and this is K. It's hard getting in at the very end of the page. Let me move up. Hopefully you guys can still see me. Cold key, Stephanie. Hero. Okay. And that is a lighter color. Okay, give me just a second to deal with my glass dip pen because it looks like as I was dipping it off and laying it back on my towel, the wood was picking up the other colors, and I don't want that to stain. You can see right here when I was going in to clean it, and then I was laying it on a sheet, or excuse me, laying it on my cloth of other colors. It was picking up the other colors. And I'm sure that's inevitable, but for my first use, I kind of don't want that to happen. So I'm taking just a second to wipe that off. And I'll do the rest after I close out the video. So here are the colors. Here are the 6 Vanness samples. I like them all for various reasons. The Neptune necklace is starting to dry with some brown sheening in it. I like that. And then the Cokie green down here at the bottom is starting to dry with some lighter browns but yellowish sheens. So I do like that. My 2 favorites of this batch are these 2, the teal green and the red. And I really do like the honeybee. The espresso, of course, I love is a brown. So I am very, very satisfied with this ink swatch party. You guys know I'm going to ask you to tell me what you think in the comments. And are these colors you have used before? If so, what pens have you put them in? But I really, really do like them. And that is what I jumped on to share with you guys today. So until the next video, love on your family, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.